because I can. Hey YouTube, thank you for joining me. Let's get right into it. Reason number one, it is easier to get it outside than to get it at home. And what do I mean by that? First, get it at home means to get it with your partner. You don't necessarily have to live in the same space, but to get it at home means to get it from your partner. It is easier to get it outside than to get it at home. At home, you have to jump through hoops to get some, right? She's affected by everything you do, right? And if she's affected, it affects her mood, and that could just ruin the entire day. Sometimes men will even resort to not saying much, avoiding conversations, not talking too much, and sometimes that leads to the problem, right? Because then she's like, what are you hiding? And she'll say, well, the woman outside doesn't have to deal with all of your bull, and I have to. So yes, it's going to affect it. Well, I'm not here to tell you that you are wrong. I'm just saying that's one of the reasons. The woman outside, she's ready and waiting, and it's a quick 30 minutes. You don't have to do much of a foreplay or anything like that, and she is ready. And it's easier at home. If you as much as put your shoe the wrong place, it could cost you the entire week, right? And so yeah, that is one of the reasons why men cheat. All right, reason number two, men do not have sex to come. What do I mean by that? Come is just a byproduct of why we want to have sex, right? And so you find out that over time in the relationship, we don't necessarily get what we want out of sex. Women will say, but y'all get satisfied every time and you come every time, so what's the big deal? No, we don't have sex to come. Men spend most of the time to prevent the come. Yeah, men have sex for the experience, just the positions and having the woman naked in front of her and just enjoying all that. And that is the reason why they spend the entire time trying to not come, so that they can prolong that. That's why your artists sing songs like all night long and talking about they want to stay up on it all night. And Dexter Dub singing his song about legs in the air like chandelier, legs in the air like chandelier, right? Singing about all this positioning. Think about it. Listen to the songs that men sing. If they do mention nothing, it's like 5 seconds. It's like 0.5 of a second, not, and it's just finished. But most of the songs, they talk about the positions and having that experience with the woman. That's it for them. But at home, you find out that the partner, it becomes monotonous. It's boring, not spontaneous. She doesn't put in much effort, and also her physical appearance might change over time. And so the attraction decreases in terms of physical appearance. Remember, we're attracted to different things, but the physical appearance aspect of it. So you don't look as sexy in the bed. So we do it to enjoy the experience. And even the men who come in less than 2 minutes, they're actually trying to prevent it. Because I'm telling you, if you want to come in a short time, it could be less than 30 seconds, I'm telling you, right? So we try to prevent it so that we can enjoy that. It's the whole experience that we want, right? And not the nut. If we could prevent the nut until 2 days, we would, right? But it's just the byproduct of it, and the icing on the cake, or what should I say? It is what puts an end to what we enjoy. Number 3, men were taught to be disloyal. What do I mean by that? Men were taught. I could have used several other words, but I chose this one, and here's why. 1, the disruption of our culture. You see, several thousand years ago, no, a few hundred years ago, our culture was disrupted, and I'm pointing that out because culture is important. A lot of us don't understand the meaning of culture or the value of culture, and we only see culture as we only see the entertainment aspect of culture, but we don't realize that culture is the interaction of a group of people over thousands of years, right? Where they have tried several different things, perhaps, and are now at a place where they have found the things that work. And a culture offers protection. A culture offers discipline, education. Everything is found within a culture. And ours, as black people, our culture was disrupted. And this is widespread. Even the people who disrupt our culture disrupted theirs by disrupting and infiltrating other people's culture. And so they've also lost some key aspects of their culture too. So, if you're watching this video as a woman or man from a different culture, you could find some things valuable as these things would affect you as well. Culture, the disruption of that, right? Within a culture is just a large community, a large family. If you look at it to the at the level of the family, the household, right? We would live together, and it would be an extended family, right? And mommy will be in the house, granny will be in the house, cousins will be in the house, in the yard, aunts, uncles, and all of that, and it just grows into a bigger society, right? And so where would you find time to cheat? Everybody will know you. You will know people next door. Where would you go? But we're living in a new society that disrupted ours, right? And now everybody's an individual. And I can live here and I don't know anybody around me. I can own an apartment for myself and nobody knows nobody around me. That gives me an opportunity to now to just do as I please. And we have also inherited the do as I please culture. So that's what I said. We were taught the culture. We were cultured to do as we please. This individualistic culture, no community culture, is really affecting us, right? Now, I've seen a video and there was a guy and a woman in a restaurant and there was no audio, and I saw when a group of people came and they sort of like tell the lady to step away and they started beating the man, right, after exchanging a few words. And I think it was from an Indian community, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if it's a community or just somebody's family, or they're like, no, you can't do this, and they're not going to allow it. And that's what culture does. A culture seeks to protect itself so that it can grow and flourish. If you do things that harm the culture, they banish you, they beat you, they get rid of you, right? But we are living in a culture, the one that infiltrated a lot of cultures, and that promotes individuality. You can do as you please, right? And so now if somebody see you carrying a woman that isn't your wife inside a hotel, and they try to tell you, no bro, that's not good, you like, mind your own business. And we enjoy that type of things where we can say, mind your own business, not your business, shut up. But in a community that looks out for itself, you can't do that. They'll hold you accountable. Along with that, the environment, like I said, and also man's inability to fulfill his purpose. If a man sees that he can't fulfill his purpose, he tends to not stay around or stick around and jump from here to there to not be accountable. That's number 3. Number 4, there is a shortage of men. Let me say it 2 more times. There is a shortage of men. Maybe not for every community, so I might be speaking more to African people in our communities, right? Not every African country, but we know. There is a shortage of men. If you don't believe me, look next to you in class. For those who go to school, college or otherwise, high school or otherwise, look next to you in class. What's the population? Quit denying it. You see it for yourself. Okay, look next to you in church. Look next to you in church. Look next to you at your workplace. Look next to you in the buses. Look next to you in the train. Where do you think they get men from to go to wars? Don't you think that affects men? Look in the prisons, mostly men. There's a shortage of men. And so there's a high demand. And women don't mind sharing. They'll complain. A lot of women know that men have their partners at home. A lot of women, because women will tell you, they know when something is up. But they ain't saying shit. They ain't saying nothing about it. Women know. Women know when your story isn't adding up. It's just that the ones who complain, they'll be like, okay, I didn't know that he was in a relationship. Oh please, you know. You just didn't want to pay attention to the little signs that you saw, because you need a man. You need to engage with a man. So there's a shortage of men, and as long as there is a demand, there will be a supply. Quit denying it. There's a shortage of men. Number 5, single parent home. Single parent home produces cheating men. You don't believe me? Check it out. Let me tell you something. You grow up in a single parent home, it's dominated by the female presence. Mom dictates what you do. You don't get to see how men are taken care of by women, how women treat a man that she loves, right? You're just in a space that you're suppressed. And so what do? You grow up and you do, as soon as your partner starts holding you accountable for stuff, right? Telling you can't do that, expecting better of you, and she starts sounding like your mom. You just hop out. You just get frustrated. You grow resentment, whatever. You try to go in a more exciting spot. You try to hop around to different women and enjoy the experience of the parts of a new relationship. And as soon as she starts reminding you of home, the single parent home, you start heading out and start building a connection to hop out. It's not that men really want to cheat to stay, they're just building a connection to hop out if needs be. But until you find out, or if you find out and are still willing to do the things that you're doing for me, you'll stay and still search and still hop out and play around. Alright, I could go into deeper details, right? But I want to keep the video short. Thank you for watching. Oh, and yeah, I know you might be disgruntled. You can't cancel me just yet. The channel will have to reach about 1 million subscribers and get big before you can cancel me. So for right now, you have to build the channel. Help me build the channel before you think about canceling me for the things that you don't like. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. And as always, one love.